So our theme for 2017 is empower. We want to empower more people to discover, develop, and display their life in Christ. And so we've already seen so many lives transformed. I mean, marriages have been healed, people have been delivered from addictions, people have learned to forgive, people have found their purpose and their calling, so much empowerment. But we know that there's so many more people that we want to empower as well. And even those that we've already empowered, you know what? There's always new levels of living life in 3D. You never fully arrive. You can always keep growing and elevating. And so that's our theme in 2017. We want to be about empowering people in Jesus. So that's the why, but how are we going to do it? And what are some of the actual tools that we need with events and needs that we have and things to make it happen? Well, I'm glad you asked. There's 4 main areas that the Empower campaign is going to be going towards. The first one is margin for ministry. We just need more financial margin for ministry. There's been a lot of times over the years that a great ministry opportunity has popped up for us to be able to reach a whole bunch of people, but we just couldn't do it because we didn't have it. There's been times that something has broke around here and we couldn't fix it. There's been times when people needed assistance and we couldn't step in because we just didn't have it ourselves. Well, in 2017, things are going to change. We want to have margin for ministry so we can always be ready to respond to empower. The second area is our roof. I'm here standing on our roof, and underneath of this roof there's over 43,000 square feet of space. It's nearly an acre underneath of this roof, and what happens under this roof is nothing short of amazing. In 2016 there was close to 10,000 people that walked through the doors and stepped under this roof between our services, our concerts, and our big outreach events. I mean, that's a lot of people to be touched and empowered and hear the gospel of Jesus and just be loved on. And so we have an amazing building that God's given us, but there's also a lot of different responsibilities, and the roof is one of them. And the past couple of years, this roof has been leaking. And so we put some buckets out. Some of you may have seen the buckets out on a rainy day. You might have got a drop on your shoulder. But this spring, we really need to fix this roof. We want to fix it so there's no more damage that happens in the building and the leak is doing nothing but getting worse. God's kind of healed it a little bit and held it off, but it's really time that we fix it. So we want to address that so we can protect this building and all the ministry and empowerment that happens inside of it. The third area is something that's even a little bit more exciting than the roof, and that's the next generation. We love kids here at Crossover. We love youth here, and we want to empower them. And so our kids wing, we have an amazing kids wing. We have a preschool that meets there during the week, but we want to do some upgrades in our kids wing. We want to expand our stage and our kids area. We want to do some new painting, put some new carpet in, do some new murals on some of the walls, and really just do things in excellence. We believe in excellence, and every week as hundreds and hundreds of children are in that kids wing at different points, we want them to have a great experience as they're getting empowered and they're learning about Jesus. So we love our kids. And the fourth area is big. It's huge. It's like nothing we've ever done before in our history. This spring, we are going to love our city. This is our city. This is our community. This is our neighborhood. And a whole bunch of our neighbors need to be empowered. And so this spring, we're gonna have an entire week where we're just gonna invade this neighborhood, invade our city, and we're gonna love on them. We're gonna love our city like we never have before. We're gonna have over 50 community service projects, and there's gonna be over 500 people from Crossover, and then even other people from outside of our church that are going to be joining us to just love our city and invade this neighborhood. It's going to be a bunch of different projects that will vary from us just going up and knocking on somebody's door with a bag of groceries saying, hey, we brought you groceries today. We just wanted to show you some love today, to people painting houses, to us partnering with Shaw Elementary School and doing a bunch of stuff, to us going to Copeland Park, to us, cleaning people's yards and abandoned lots, for us maybe going up to Starbucks and buying everybody's coffee for like an hour, for us going to a gas station and buying everybody's gas. So just random acts of kindness that will reach people on all different levels. If they need something or even if they don't need it, we're still gonna love on them. We're gonna invade them. We're gonna have t-shirts, we're gonna be giving them cards, we're gonna be inviting them to come out to Crossover that following Sunday. We're gonna have a big like Love Our City rally, and we're gonna celebrate everything that God did. It's gonna be amazing. But how are we gonna do that? We have to give some money to make all that stuff happen. How are we gonna get this roof fixed? We need to give some money to make sure that that happens, and our kids wing and creating margin and all these things. So together as a church family, we're gonna sacrifice a little bit over the next few months, and we're gonna have one big Sunday where we bring an offering in, and that's gonna be the last Sunday of March. And so mark it on your calendars. If you're watching this live, you're gonna be getting a brochure at the end of service. It'll give you some more details. But if you're watching this online, there's a link on the website. Go to the Empower link, look for it on the top bar, and that'll give you details of how you can participate. You might not even be actually from Crossover. You might be from another city or another state or even another country watching what we're doing, but you're like, man, I want to be part of what Crossover's doing there, and they're loving their city, they're loving their neighborhood. But we can all participate at some level and give something, and we can all participate, those of us that are in Tampa, and serve. So be praying, be preparing, and asking God, how do you want me to love our city and empower others in 2017? I'm excited. I'm excited to see what God's gonna do. It's gonna be amazing. Crossover. Let's do it. Let's empower.